So obviously my hair looks like a rat's nest. That's due to me forgetting to wear my hat to outdoor school today. The rain adds moisture to the hair dries out into its natural curly state. I have extremely curly hair, as you can tell. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, I want to talk about the rain itself, and more generally / specifically, water. Water is an amazing thing, and I already raved on the egg. The amazing egg is, eggs are great. Water is greater because it is the sole sustainer of life for the planet Earth. Without water, we got nothing. Zero life. It falls from the sky, and it's free, unless you're buying the bottled version or running it to your house. It's the ultimate renewable, non-renewable resource. Water is not renewable. It is a non-renewable resource, but it constantly filters and renews itself. We cannot grow more water. We cannot make more water. All of the water that is on this planet right now has been here since the beginning of time. It's the same water. How do we know that? Because of the water cycle. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, over and over and over again. Constantly. For all eternity. Which is why it doesn't really make sense when people say you're wasting water, because eventually it's going to go back to the system. The question I have regarding that's the scientific explanation of why water is the way that it is. The question that I have regarding that is the creation of human life. Okay? The human body it needs water to survive. It is 75% water, or 95%. I always get that confused, whether the planet is 75 or 95. Regardless, your body is over half water. That's not to say if you were to cut yourself open that water would come pouring out. Obviously, it's used in different ways in the moisture in your skin, oils, in your bloodstream, in your bladder, in your organs. All those things contain water. So, sorry, red light. So what my question then is, when a new human is born, or a new creature, a living organism in general is born, it has to use some of the water that is on the planet. So that means there is less available as drinking water, ocean water, blah, 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 blah. So, here's my conundrum. If polar ice caps are warming and melting and adding to the ocean levels, which then causes them to rise, the process of global warming, then is the solution to our global warming problem, increased population? But it's increased population that has led to the crisis. You can't reverse the effects of global warming. You can't refreeze the ice caps. The heat that's trapped here is trapped here. That's why global warming is what it is. So it's kind of a paradox of water's great, but we're running into a problem where there's too much of it, but then by using more of it, we're creating more of it, and it's just a never-ending cycle, just like the water cycle. It's these things that I think about. I don't know why I think about them. They come into my head, and my thoughts dwell on these things. I don't understand it. I can't turn it off. I don't want to turn it off because it increases my want for knowledge, my want for understanding, and talking it out is one way to realize and quench that thirst. So, water. But beyond all that, beyond all the questions we have about where water is used and how it's used, is the fact that it can be used. Like, you can survive a lot longer without food than you can without water. Plants grow from water. Other creatures eat those plants and drink water. We as humans feed on those plants and animals that use the water. And we ourselves drink water. And use water and consume water in many shapes and forms. You like a cold drink? Put ice cubes in it. That's water. You want freshly steamed vegetables? You boil water. So, it's the coolest, uncool thing on the planet. But it's water, so it's cool and wet. These things that occur naturally, the biggest, well, not the biggest, but one of the big deals about water is that it falls from the freaking sky, people. And yet we're charging for water. I get that it takes electricity to you run the pumps to get it to your house, to run through the faucet, blah, 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 blah. I understand that the bottling companies need to run machinery to make the bottle and then filter the water and put it into the bottle. I get that. But the water is coming from the sky. It's on my car right now. I could park on a hill, put a cup underneath the front of my car as the water drips off, boil it, and drink it for free. And that's what keeps us alive. We are literally kept alive by a free resource that takes care of itself. We have to do nothing in order for water to do what it's supposed to do. I think that's amazing. That's all there is to it. I'll see you tomorrow.